to my left, release on the other hand. Big bugger walking through them tall pines, hoping and praying that he'll be mine. The arrow's about to fly, 'cause we're just some good old boys trying to get by with our rifles, bows, and shotguns and four-wheel drives. On the ground, blind and tree stand is where we stay. God-fearing and lovers of the NRA. The NRA.
Hey folks, welcome to this week's episode of Bible Belt Outdoors. I'll be your host this week. This week you'll be joining me and my wife Anna as she harvests her first deer. And then you'll be joining me as I go on an October bow hunt and harvest a doe. Hope you guys enjoy this week's episode and stay tuned.
The Whitetail Institute doesn't have to pay celebrity hunters to endorse our products. We let our customers do the talking because we feel what real hunters put in the bed of their pickup is much more impressive. In fact, some of our customers have broken state records and even a world record using our food plot products. Now, not all our customers are breaking records, but they are consistently harvesting the best deer in their area. So join the tens of thousands of real hunters that are experiencing their best hunting ever with products from the Whitetail Institute.
This is your home. Out here, comfort is a luxury. Patience isn't a virtue, it's a necessity. Out here, the little things are the only things that matter. Some call hunting a hobby, but you know better than that. To hunt is to live is to hunt. That's why we pour everything we have into the details of our patterns. Patterns true to life, true to your life. We don't source from the mind, we source from the land. From the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We use the highest quality digital imaging to create three-dimensional layers that break up your silhouette and allow you to blend in like never before. Because there's a difference between looking real and being real. It's about time the next innovation in camo is not just a new painting. True timber for true hunters.
At Moxie Archery, accuracy begins with craftsmanship. To have Moxie is to have backbone, power, precision, to be bold and fearless, face difficulty with courage.
You wait so long just to have that feeling, but it happens so fast.
Moxie Archery, where accuracy begins with craftsmanship.
On this week's episode, you're going to join me and my wife Anna as she harvests her first deer. Anna had been hunting with me before and we just hadn't had any luck, hadn't really seen any deer, but on this November evening, I'd been getting a lot of pictures in this one particular spot, so I decided to bring her along with me in hopes of her getting a shot at her first deer.
It's November 23rd. We're back out here for the afternoon hunt. Brought my wife Anna with me. We're going to try to get her first deer tonight, so stay with us.
So after we got settled in, there was a small four-pointer came in around 150 yards away, and he came in straight downwind across the creek in this separate field from the one we were sitting on. And he was just spooky the entire time. As he got closer and closer, you could tell he was kept getting real nervous and kept stomping, and finally he blew a few times and kind of trotted back up into the field, and you can kind of see him in the corner of the field on the footage I have here. After this deer left, it wasn't probably an hour or two later, a small spike came in directly to our left in the field we were sitting on. And unfortunately, where Anna was sitting to my far right, she couldn't exactly get a shot on it. I could see it pretty good and could get it on camera pretty good, but Anna really couldn't see it. So after two pretty close encounters where I thought we might be able to get it done and she could kill her first deer, you know, our hopes were kind of dwindling as it was getting closer and closer to dark and the sun had went down and we were running out of shooting light. And finally a doe presented an opportunity that kind of snuck in on us. It came from the field that was across the creek, and when it came into the field we were sitting on, it was right in front of us at about 60 yards. And it presented a perfect broadside shot, and I'll let the footage tell the rest because it was one of the best hunts I've ever been on.
Man.
I love you. You drilled her, babe.
We got him.
You drilled her, babe. You drilled her.
My shoulder dead.
I know. Good shot, babe.
So as you can see, Anna places a perfect shot. You know, I couldn't have been more happy with the shot she put on this doe, and this was just an exciting hunt for me to get to take my wife hunting with me and her to kill her first deer. And not to mention she was around 7 months pregnant when it happened with our first child. And you know, it was just a great hunt, a great blessing from God that we got to spend that time together and share that experience together of her killing her first deer. She was, you know, excited, she was happy, and I'm sure she'll be back with me more in the future.
Is it your desire to have an obedient companion, a gentleman's gun dog, or even a championship level hunt test title? Well, at Limestone Retrievers, we can offer you all this for your large breed dog. We use proven training techniques and handling techniques through our puppy obedience and gun dog retriever programs, as well as hunt test prep and handling. We can also handle all your boarding needs. I'm Hunter Shell, and this is my dog Reuben, and your most enjoyable day hunting starts at Limestone Retrievers. Call us today for your no-risk consultation.
The Broadhead Revolution is here. Introducing the revolutionary broadheads from Flying Arrow Archery. The Toxic, Cyclone, the Tom Bomb. The Toxic and the Cyclone 100 grain have universal blades. This is a perfect combination between the revolutionary design of the Toxic and a traditional 3-blade broadhead. See them online at flyingarrowarcheryusa.com.
Trinity Archery was born from a desire to bring stability. Whether it's the Show Your Face silencing kit or the new T3, the most versatile stabilizer on the market.
Our greater hope at Trinity Archery is that you would find stability in Jesus Christ. If you would like a free pack-sized copy of the Word, go to trinityarchery.com.
There's nothing more stable than the Trinity.
At the Whitetail Institute, there's a lot of things we could talk about, like pioneering the food plot industry, our extensive research, or our customer success and the world and state records we've helped produce. But what we don't talk enough about is our customer service, and like our product line, is by far the best in the business. We have the expertise to help you improve the quality of your deer and your deer hunting. So contact us today. The call and the consultation are free. We look forward to the opportunity to earn your business.
Hey folks, welcome back to Bible Belt Outdoors. Before we jump back into the action, we're going to head over to our bow sponsor, Moxie Archery, as they have a demonstration video of their 2017 flagship model, the Gunny. Well folks, the Gunny's a sweet shooting bow, and if you haven't got one in your hands yet, you really need to get to a dealer and try one out. You can see it along with all the other models at www.moxiearchery.com. Check them out, give them a like on Facebook, try them out, go to a dealer, shoot them, they speak for themselves. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the next hunt for the episode. You'll be joining me on an October day where I harvested doe. I had my eye on this spot on the piece of property that me and my dad lease, and I finally put a stand up, and this was my first time getting in it to actually hunt, so hope you guys enjoy.
Alright folks, it's October the 13th. It's about 40 degrees. We're in the stand that we just hung a couple days ago. Been doing a little work out here. We got a pretty good bit of corn out, got a camera up on it. And we turned over with the plow right here in the power line right away just to turn the ground up. So we'll see if we can make it happen this morning. Hopefully there's some deer that have found the corn and are going to come in sometime in the early morning. So we'll see what we can do. This weather's much better than the heat we've been hunting in, so maybe that'll have them on their feet. We'll see. Stay with us.
I hadn't been done with my morning interview very long, and these two does came into the power line and started feeding, and I'd already made up my mind I was going to kill a doe. I hadn't killed any deer yet that particular season, the 2016 season, and I always like to have some deer meat in the freezer, and I about ran out, so it was time to go ahead and harvest one. I just wanted to make sure I killed the biggest one. You know, they stayed out in front of me for a long time. It felt like an eternity. I was trying to just make sure I could get a shot on the biggest one, and finally she turned broadside and got past the limbs that were obstructing my shot and finally gave me an opportunity.
Pretty sure I smoked her. Was having a hard time getting her to give me a shot. She, I don't know what her deal was, but she kept spinning around and taking a few steps back, and I was having to check my camera and making sure I was on her and everything, but pretty sure she's probably down, I figure. She lit out of here pretty quick, but I'm gonna review the footage and just make sure everything looks good. We got all day, so I'm gonna give her a while, but I think we got the monkey off her back for the 2016 season, so stay with us. Hopefully we'll be filming a recovery here in a little bit. Good Lord bless us. Alright folks, I reviewed the footage. Pretty sure I smoked her. I might have hit her a little bit high. I'm not sure. But with the angle I'm shooting down, I should have at least got lungs. We're gonna give her plenty of time. I don't think there's any need to rush it. I'm gonna go ahead and get down and check my arrow and look around for a second. Good Lord blessed us this morning. We finally made it happen, but thank God for it. And we're gonna start the work process now.
Find the point of impact here. Somewhere right in here. A little bit of blood. Right in there. She wheeled and went this way. Gotta pass through and the air kicked up. Somewhere right over here. Here's her arrow. Clean pass through, good and bloody. Looks good. Can't beat that. We're gonna go back and get the rhino and get a tripod for the camera. Alright folks, we went back to the house and got the tractor. We got the tripod for the camera. I don't think she went very far. Like I said, I reviewed the footage. It may be a touch high, but I don't think that's going to hurt anything. I think it probably got both lungs. So we're going to start the tracking job here. I'm really hoping she was standing dead in front of my trail camera and was facing it. So if the planets align correctly, I might have a picture of the air going through her. I don't know. So I know sometimes that happens. It's kind of a freak accident when it happens, but I would love nothing more that if it did happen, because that would be an awesome picture to go with this story in this hunt. So we're going to get on the tracking job and see if we can go ahead and find her and load her up on the tractor. All right, folks, we found her. She ran into a pine thicket, and it wasn't easy taking the camera with me, so I brought it back here. Unfortunately, normally I'd like to get the recovery. Actually, the first time me laying eyes on the deer laying there, I'd really like to get that on film, because I think that's a one-of-a-kind moment that you can't reenact. So I'm not even going to try to reenact it. I believe in real filming stuff in real time, and not that there's anything wrong with reenacting shots, but I just think it shows so much more emotion whenever you catch it in real time. So we've drug her out to the power line right away, and we're going to go take the tractor down there. She went about 80 to 90 yards. My rangefinder's back on the tractor, so I don't know exactly, but you can see the stand from where I drug her out, and I just drug her in a straight line out to the power line right away. So she ran about 80 or 90 yards. The broadhead did its job. Blood trail wasn't amazing. I did hit her a little high. The exit hole was about perfect. I think I hit both lungs, so I'm happy with it. Could have stood to be a little bit lower, but we're gonna get our stuff together and get the tractor down there and get her loaded up. So
we'll show you some footage over here soon. Well folks, we're going to jump to a quick commercial break, and whenever we come back, we'll get the tractor down to the deer and get her loaded up, and hope you guys enjoyed this hunt. It was a great time. Ended up being the only deer I killed in the 2016 season. It was a tough year, but I thank God for it, and thank God for the meat that it provided, and look forward to the 2017 deer season. So stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hey neighbor, heard you took another Big 10 point on your place.
Yep, got him coming to Upper Food Plot.
Dang, we both plant fields, but you've got the deer. What's your secret?
I plant Whitetail Institute products. Couldn't say.
This is your home. Out here, comfort is a luxury. Patience isn't a virtue, it's a necessity. Out here, the little things are the only things that matter. Some call hunting a hobby, but you know better than that. To hunt is to live is to hunt. That's why we pour everything we have into the details of our patterns. Patterns true to life, true to your life. We don't source from the mind, we source from the land, from the grass, from the trees, from the hunt. We use the highest quality digital imaging to create three-dimensional layers that break up your silhouette and allow you to blend in like never before. Because there's a difference between looking real and being real. It's about time the next innovation in camo is not just a new painting. True timber for true hunters.
Is it your desire to have an obedient companion, a gentleman's gun dog, or even a championship level hunt test title? Well, at Limestone Retrievers, we can offer you all this for your large breed dog. We use proven training techniques and handling techniques through our puppy obedience and gun dog retriever programs, as well as hunt test prep and handling. We can also handle all your boarding needs. I'm Hunter Shell, and this is my dog Reuben, and your most enjoyable day hunting starts at Limestone Retrievers. Call us today for your no-risk consultation.
All right, folks, we got a mature North Carolina doe down. Like I said, she went about 80 or 90 yards and piled up. She went in some pretty thick stuff, so I couldn't take the camera with me. I'm glad we got all this on film. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's all because of the good Lord. There's nothing we did. Give the glory all to Him. He blessed us this morning and allowed us to take this mature doe here in North Carolina, and I can't be any more happy. So stay with us. This right here is my favorite number to call. In North Carolina, when you kill a deer, to check it in, you got to call 1-800-I-GOT-ONE. And it's always good when you get to dial that number. So we're gonna dial it. One 1-800-I-GOT-ONE.
You have reached the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission's Hunter Harvest Fund. You have indicated Rutherford County. If this is correct, press 1. If number 2, or hang up to end this call.
And there we go, folks. She's tagged. She's legal. The state of North Carolina says before you do anything to the deer as far as gutting, caping out, anything, it has to be called in. You're supposed to tag it before you move the deer, which we did. And I had the video of that. And then before you cut on it in any way, shape, or form, you're supposed to go ahead and get your authorization number. So we want to make sure we follow the rules and follow the laws. So we've got her checked in and she's legal. We're going to haul her on down the road and get her weighed, and then go ahead and start gutting her and skinning her out and deciding what all we're going to do with the meat. So stay with us. Hope you enjoyed this experience with me. I'm telling you, it's one heck of a day. The good Lord blessed us. So, well, folks, that concludes this week's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed going along with me and my wife, and then me as I killed that doe. And I'm telling you, both of these hunts are two of the best ones from the last couple of years for me. The one with my wife will probably have top 2 or 3 in my entire lifetime. It was just a special opportunity to get to take her and kill her first deer, and it's something we'll always remember, and something we got to share together. And then, last year, 2016, was a tough season for me, and the good Lord blessed me with the opportunity to harvest that doe, to put some meat in the freezer, and thankful for the opportunity. So, hope you guys will continue to tune in to Bible Belt Outdoors. Remember, we air on the Hunt channel and Gen 7 Outdoors. So check us out, give us a like on Facebook. Make sure you tune in next week for a brand new episode. Thanks, and have a great week.
We're just some good old boys trying to get by with our rifles, bows, and shotguns and four-wheel drives. On the ground, blind and tree stand is where we stay.